Hey, guys, how y'all
Hey,
doing today?
hello out there in Radio Land or YouTube Land or whatever land you're from.
Whatever. We don't discriminate. We love y'all.
That's right. We
Well,
don't care
y'all,
where you're from.
y'all know who we are. WO Radio Show, brought to you by W Entertainment Network. My brother in arms, the commander. I'm Richard Redneck Pimp King, bad man of comedy. And of course, we got our brother Devil Doc.
He's coming on.
He'll be on here in a couple seconds after I'm done beating my gums about the rant. My rant is very simple. Let's bring Devil Dog on here. All right, my rant is very simple. If I call you and you tell me you can get any piece that I call you about, whatever you make up and give it to me, I call you and you're like, no, it's a manufactured piece. Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you get any piece you want.
Yeah.
And don't tell me you say, well, I'll get you a piece for $32 if you pay $685 for the wiring harness when all you need to clip. That's not getting me what I need. That's no.
Yep.
No.
Ain't working.
Piece of advice. Shut up.
Yeah.
Either you can tell me what I need or you can't tell me what I need. That's it.
Yeah.
Tell me what I need.
Everybody always wants to try and pawn something else off on you other than what you're asking for.
Yes.
Exactly. Don't do that.
If I wanted it, I would have said, give me that too.
Yeah.
Just give me what I want. If you can't help me, you can't help me.
That's right.
I'm a grown ass man. Can't help me, can't help me. But don't tell me you got something that you ain't.
Yes.
Which kind of leads into our topic tonight. Before we get to that, how's your week been?
Oh, my week is so far. I can't complain. I felt like a tunnel rat today, crawling around underneath the house, fixing busted water lines in the mud and all. But anyway,
kind of bring back a little bit of old days.
Yeah, I don't. As many busted water lines underneath that crawl space. If I'd had a frag, I'd have just thrown it in there and been done with it. Chalk it up, forget it, tear it down, build a new house.
Been the same thing.
Yeah, but that's okay. The paycheck's going to be nice. So I ain't going to complain.
Oh no, hey, listen, pimping ain't easy.
I know. I'll do the honorable thing. I'll take the check to the bank and spend it. Yeah. Somebody's got their hand out already.
Well, if you're married man,
yeah,
well then you ain't getting the money. And, we're going to apologize, ladies, for one or two of our memes that we got on here today. By the way,
I didn't do it.
It's just comedy humor, okay?
Yeah.
So please don't track us down and beat us to death outside the door. It's all gold. See, Dean says, Muttley got her first round of shots today. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's excellent. I need to give our dog first round shots as well. Double Doc, how was your week?
Oh, it's great. I'm just glad it's not snowing yet.
Yeah.
Thawing out,
Yeah.
That's
Nice
good.
here today.
It's
Beautiful here
about
today, yeah.
35 here, so.
Oh, if it's above freezing, you can work in that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Working weather.
Yeah. That's where well, I went last night and decided that I got an outdoor furnace. That's how I heat my house. And the fan seized up last night. So I'm out in the dark with the headlamp on, took it apart, sprayed down WD-40, spun it, got it working. Think, okay, cool. Go out this morning, the damn thing burned up. So now I don't have a way to heat my house with a blower. I mean, it's tricky to heat. It don't blow the heat now, just, And so I called around, I couldn't find one. That's part of my rant. I couldn't find one. Got this lady on the phone, older lady. She knew her stuff, okay? Our generation knows how to get shit done.
Yeah, that's right.
Day, okay?
Yeah.
Just give me the model number. I'll get you what you need. Screw all that adapter kit. So you can do it? Well, yes. I said, she called to me, shot me a price, said I have to you in 2 days. I said, all right, I'll deal with it 2 days. Yeah.
Well, problem solved.
And they're not hard to put on.
Oh, awesome.
If you know anything at all about wiring, they're simple.
Yeah.
Of course, I took it apart so you put it back together. So anyway, got that going on. But all right. My question to y'all today, are people really as dumb as they act? Are they uneducated? Or are they just delusional?
Is that a multiple choice question?
well, I mean, remember,
or do you have one that are all the above?
Well, probably. So we're going to get into some of these here, some of the memes, and I want just listen to them. We're going to comment on. I know some of these are for comedy, but some of these are real. Some of these are real.
Yep. Some of this you can't make up.
No.
It's not just the president who doesn't know the country. It seems most of the country has no idea who we are either. A new poll by YouGov asked people what percentage of the United States is black. Their answer, 41%. We think almost half the U.S. population is African American. And that makes sense if you consume a lot of media. But it turns out black Americans are a smaller slice of the pie than they thought. The real number, 12%. Only 12% of Americans are African American. How about Hispanic Americans? The poll shows that we all think that 39% of Americans are Hispanic. Way off again. Only 17% of the population is Hispanic. And it's not just race that we have no idea about. How many families have an annual income of over $500,000? We think 26% of Americans make over $500,000 a year. We think everybody's rich. But really, just 1% of the country earns that much. We all make much less than we think. How about left-handed Americans? How many lefties exist? We all had those lefty desks in school. Remember how goofy it felt if you got stuck in one of those? Well, we estimated that 34% of America is left-handed. Sounds reasonable. I mean, each baseball team has a bunch of lefty relievers. But the real number is 11%. This is a right-hander's world.
More than I thought. Yeah.
Don't forget it. How about this? How about the number of vegans or vegetarians?
Okay.
Well, Americans think 30% of the country is vegetarian, when really 5% of the population doesn't eat meat, which explains why it's the only thing left on the store shelves right now. Nobody wants it. How much of America's population, you ready, lives in New York City? The estimate was 30%, which would be nearly 100 million people, 1/3 of the country packed into 300 square miles here. That's what we think. The real number, 3%. Just 3% of the country lives here in New York. Ready? How many transgender people do you think live in the United States? The people who took this poll estimated 21% of our nation's population is transgender. 21%. A quarter of the country is trans. That's what people think. Now, are these news stories starting to make sense? In reality, the number is 1%. 1% is trans. How about gay people? We spend a lot of time talking about sexual orientation. With all that attention, surely that number must be high. Well, Americans estimated that 30% of their fellow citizens are gay. Wrong again. The real number is 3%. Now, is this starting to add up? The Democrats don't want you to know the real numbers because it would tank their entire agenda. They want you to see victims around every corner and elect more Democrats to right the ship. Millions of people who look differently, with different lifestyles, who eat differently, and who believe radically different things. It's just not true. This country is not New York City. It is the United States of America. Take this school situation in Florida, for example. Ron DeSantis signed a law banning teachers from talking about sexual orientation and gender theory in kindergarten through 3rd grade. Think about it. When did you learn about sexual orientation and gender theory? Kindergarten? 1st grade? 2nd grade? 3rd?
No.
Probably none of the above. I didn't even really start liking girls till like 5th grade. This is what the Democrats are pushing. Maybe it's not their fault. Maybe they're among the millions of people who are miscalculating, who think 21% of the country's transgender. Now, this law has the left really upset. One teacher tweeting this: out of the 32 students that I teach, 20 of them are LGBTQIA+. I feel that we need to do better. A 4th grade teacher says 2/3 of her 4th grade students are not straight. I could be wrong, but this statistically is not possible. And it's not just the teachers who fall for this stuff. Disney is going all in on this too. This just happened a few minutes ago.
So we no longer say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We've provided training for all of our cast members in relationship to that. So now they know it's hello everyone, hello friends. We are in the process of changing over those recorded messages, and so many of you are probably familiar when we brought them back to the Magic Kingdom. We no longer say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We say dreamers of all ages. assume because someone might be in our interpretation, maybe presenting as female, that they may not want to be called princess.
Disney has gone gender neutral. Disney will no longer be saying girls be boys, ladies and gentlemen. 1% of the American population is transgender. So Disney is changing everything for the 99% to accommodate that 1% who might feel uncomfortable if you welcome boys and girls into Disney World. I don't get it. Surveys show a majority of Democrats in Florida support the DeSantis bill. A majority of Democrats support what DeSantis is doing. See what I mean? We have a lot in common here in America. And when we know what the facts are, we can get a lot done together. But they don't want us to know the facts. They want us ignorant and angry. But nobody who watches prime time will ever feel that way.
Wow. Woo.
All right.
Heavy.
That was not altered. That came off of one of the local news. If you agree with Fox or not, some of the statistics on there are mind-boggling. How people think. And I disagree with him on one thing. It ain't all the Democrats. Okay, I know some Republicans are just as dumb. Okay, like people breaking in houses where they know breaking into a place where they know they can get hurt. Big dogs, guys with guns. That's delusional thinking. So are we that dumb? What's the happy medium here? Where are we at, guys? Where are we at on some of this? I mean, you've seen some of that.
I mean,
Lack of education.
Is it? Because I mean, some of the teachers are teaching. You heard the guy. They're teaching crap. 2/3 of her class is gay or trans. Some of the kids don't even know. They think gay is happy. Okay. Now I'm not saying those people don't have rights, because we'll get to a video here in a second of a guy who's gay who's sticking up for her.
Yeah.
Proper thinking.
right.
And they try to silence him, and he wasn't going to be silenced. Dean Cerny, political correctness caused this response. It's by design. It is by design.
Yeah.
It is design.
Generations of kids coming up through the system has been groomed into where we are today.
Right.
They've been groomed.
Right.
There's no other way to say it, or you can't sugarcoat it. Not going to. They've been systematically groomed, and the country has gotten in such a place that both parents have to work in order to make ends meet, and that put the children into the system to be raised with other people's morals and what they think is right and wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And parents can't spend a weekend or a couple hours in the evening trying to undo what the system has been putting in their head all week. You
Right,
know what I'm
they're
saying?
busy trying to raise families.
Yeah.
One thing also about this, I was listening to news today, and normally I don't listen to talk radio because a lot of it's one-sided and biased, but a guy hit on a topic. He said the reason why a lot of people are not working right now, especially the ladies in the field, is because there's no child care. Because daycares get paid a lot of money to take care of kids. Now, I'm not faulting the daycare at all. Don't get me wrong.
No.
Make your money.
Yeah.
Make your money. So that they need more money to live on, okay, which drives the cost up. We're chasing that money. How much is enough money?
Exactly.
There's really no answer, because, unless you're filthy rich and got play money, okay, how are you going to live? It's going to continue going up, because the people sell a product, they're going to make X.
Right.
They're going to get their money. Okay.
Yeah.
And if they have to make it lay off one or two people to make their money, they're going to do that, which puts people out of work. Or they're going to raise the price, which trickles down too. So where are we at? Where are we at? What do we do? Same way with our black brothers and sisters. They believe a certain way because Hollywood tells them to believe a certain way. Okay.
Right.
Some of them don't. We got some friends of ours that think, knock it off, quit it. Right. So, but Hollywood made a movie, and I apologize. I forgot to find out what the name of this movie was. Some of you might know. I'm going to play a clip from a movie. Okay. These are not factual information, so don't fact checking it. It's just it's from a movie. But how true is this? How close did this movie come? This is just a clip.
Say why America is the greatest country in the world.
Diversity and opportunity.
Freedom and freedom. So let's keep it that way.
Well, the New York Jets.
No, I'm going to hold you to an answer on that. Is
Not
America
the greatest country in the world, Professor. That's my answer.
You're saying?
Yes. You know why people don't like liberals? Because they lose. If liberals are so fucking smart, how come they lose so goddamn always?
Hey.
And with a straight face, you're gonna tell students that America is so star-spangled awesome that we're the only ones in the world who have freedom? Canada has freedom. Japan has freedom. The UK, France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Australia, Belgium has freedom. So 207 sovereign states in the world, like 180 of them have freedom.
All right.
And yeah, you, sorority girl, just in case you accidentally wander into a voting booth one day, there's some things you should know. And one of them is, there is absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, number 4 in labor force, and number 4 in exports. We lead the world in only 3 categories: number of incarcerated citizens per capita, number of adults who believe angels are real, and defense spending, where we spend more than the next 26 countries combined, 25 of whom are allies. Now, none of this is the fault of a 20-year-old college student, but you nonetheless are, without a doubt, a member of the worst generation ever. So when you ask what makes us the greatest country in the world, I don't know what you're talking about. Sure used to be. We stood up for what was right. We fought for moral reasons. We passed laws, struck down laws for moral reasons. We waged wars on poverty, not poor people. We sacrificed. We cared about our neighbors. We put our money where our mouths were, and we never beat our chest. We built great big things, made ungodly technological advances, explored the universe, cured disease, and we cultivated the world's greatest artists and the world's greatest economy. We reached for the stars, acted like men. We aspired to intelligence. We didn't belittle it. It didn't make us feel inferior. We didn't identify ourselves by who we voted for in the last election, and we didn't scare so easy. We were able to be all these things and do all these things because we were informed by great men, men who were revered. First step in solving any problem is recognizing there is one. America is not the greatest country in the world anymore.
Now, being a veteran, I'm actually not mad about that. What he said there. I would love to my friends. Well, he said we're not the greatest country. I'm mad about it. Yeah, hold on a minute, brother.
Wait a minute.
Talk about it. That's one. First of all, that's a movie clip. That's from a movie. I forgot what the name of the movie was. Apologize, but that came out way back. That came out
after 9/11. Was a series on HBO.
I think so. I think after 9/11. So that's 20-some years ago. Okay, that movie came out 20-some years ago. How close did he get?
Fairly spot on.
It pretty,
Hey, show mom. Thanks for joining, Denise.
Yeah, pretty much hitting the nail on the head. Really.
Denise says the same thing.
Yeah.
So, and we're not on here bitching and complaining at all. But then, how close is he now? I mean, people believe. I had a daughter-in-law, ex-daughter-in-law, who got in a full-fledged argument. Was going to take me out back and whip my ass. She was 80 pounds wet wearing boots. Okay?
Okay.
Because there was 3 people on the Mount Rushmore. I said,
wait a minute.
what'd you say? Just, you know damn good well there's only 3 people on Mount Rushmore. No, there's 4.
4.
There's 3 close together and there's one little, but there's 4. How about if I just take you outside and beat it in you? Okay.
Okay, baby girl.
Okay. I'm almost 200 pounds heavier than you are. Shut your pie hole. And she was serious. My son's like, nah, hey, whoa. Because
my wife
she was convinced.
Here's
and they say they researched this shit. Where are they doing the same research I'm doing? Because you click on Mount Rushmore, it pops up 4 heads.
4 heads.
4. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
But people believe that stuff.
Well, here's I think it's a personal opinion here, where a lot of the problems come into with people believing the way they believe is because they don't check the facts. They don't know their history. They don't study it. They don't take the time to dig into it. What they do is they get out here, they listen to somebody standing on their soapbox, and they believe what that person is saying, and that person doesn't know baby poop from apple butter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then it just keeps coming down.
And they believe that.
And
Yeah.
they believe it.
Yeah.
It's like looking at a flood with all the debris in the river that's rushing downstream and just wiping it as it goes. And that's what we've got.
And why? Because now I can understand we were growing up. Why? Okay, that was easier. Like I believed somebody told me Bruce Lee died because he kung fu a tree. I believed that. I was that dumb and believed it. I didn't check it. But when they invented Google, I went back and said, no, he didn't. He died. I'm whipping that guy's ass every time he's lying to me. But Google is free. Google's free. And whether you trust Google or not, Wikipedia, not whatever.
Yeah.
A couple seconds. Now, sometimes you type in something, you got to search 3 hours for something
to
that doesn't
find
require
something,
you.
yeah.
But most of the time, it's a couple seconds.
You know what? You can Google something and get it there, but Google is only good. The information that you're getting out of Google is only as good and accurate as the people that are putting it in there. So if you're going to Google something, then you probably want to go ahead and back yourself up and crack an encyclopedia open.
Right.
And double check.
Right.
Do your research.
Do your research, guys.
People don't educate themselves. They don't dig into it and find the facts.
No.
And check for themselves. They just want to believe what somebody is throwing out there.
Yeah, and you know, which causes us to make some dumb laws in this country too. This next piece, I had to research this, and this is true. This is correct. I actually researched this. This was a law proposed. I ain't even going to explain. I'm going to let you listen to it. This is crazy.
Is the first law of its kind. Citizens allowed to shoot police officers who trespass illegally.
Fox News senior judicial analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano is here to break down the new rule. All right, this is going to take place in Indiana.
It is.
What is it?
Well, it's a law that allows people who lawfully own weapons to use those weapons against the police when the police are behaving illegally. For example, police attempting to arrest someone without an arrest warrant, police entering property without a search warrant, police coming into the wrong property, or police actually committing a crime. Now, this was generated by a horrific case in Indiana where the police broke down the wrong door and arrested the wrong person, and he kept trying to say to me, I'm not the guy you want, it's next door. And the more he resisted, the more they pummeled him.
That sounds like the Texas law.
Texas also has a statute that if, for example, they're after Brian Kilmeade, but they arrest Steve Ducey,
What do you think? Some people agree with that, some people don't. Are they wanting to shoot out at the OK Corral? Our boys in blue ain't safe. Now, don't get me wrong here. I'm the biggest advocate against crooked cops. I've had my fair share of run-ins with them.
You know how many times in the past that the wrong doors have been kicked in to get somebody arrested? Because it happened forever.
You know how many times a cop has shot the wrong man?
Yeah.
Behind the door? Because the guy's got a gun. He's got a gun. He's got a right to defend himself.
He's got a right to defend himself.
Yeah.
You bet you do.
They need to work on that law. I don't know. I don't have any idea what to do, but they need to do something where, somebody, you have a chance to observe the warrant.
You know
something.
What? If somebody kicks your door in, like that one guy that they said got arrested, and he kept trying to tell him, sometimes it's just best to shut your mouth, let him take you in, because once they start checking, they're going to realize they got the wrong dude. They're going to cut you loose. Don't make the situation worse, because they're not going to believe you anyway, because they're just going by what information they have. Okay, so they made a mistake and they kicked in the wrong door. Okay.
And sometimes though, cops are not like that. They don't, they start, we've been looking for you, so and so, and beat the guy. Come to find out it wasn't that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't.
So then that's when the dust
Call your
settles
lawyer.
on that, then it's time for the lawsuits to be filed.
Call your
there
lawyer.
you go.
Now I'm not saying a man don't have a right to defend himself, and probably because you sure do.
Yep.
But do we want to make laws against our own boys in blue?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
No.
I don't call law for anything. I don't need them. I handle things myself. But if God forbid, it's every time I wrecked and need assistance from the police.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, ain't you the guy that sponsored that bill? Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of them won't because they're respectable people.
Right.
But some of them are dogs. Some of them are there is certain cops out there that need their ass whipped. That's true. That's true anywhere. There's a lot of veterans, a lot of our brothers and sisters who like to be slapped around because they bitch and complain. They make things worse.
Yeah.
Dean, it's not hard to say. I think you have the wrong house, but do you want to do this? That's going to be the hell of the payday. Yes, it is. And Dean, what you said a while ago, I wanted to talk about that real quick. Let me back up here. Dean made a comment a while ago, right here. He said, I noticed that over the last year, kids are saying, I feel instead of I think. Brother, I've been noticing that for the last 5 years. And people have been saying, I feel like that ain't right. I don't give a rat's ass what you feel.
Yeah, I could care less.
That's the way it is, Oh, man, I feel like, the Democrats are doing great. Know that feeling you got in your stomach? That's not, they're doing great. That's cramping because they're making you sick.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so what do we do? Justin Kinney, first of all, hello, brother. Brothers, that's our brother from over BB Nation over there. Great show last night. You guys catch him on Springer, Wednesdays and Fridays. And also over at the Backwards Veterans Media page, they do the Smoking Lamp. It's on Springer as well. Smoking Lamp, where his dad talks a lot, and Pops is on there. He gives a good integrity. He's got an old man giving his point of view. That's just funny.
Yeah.
Because you're getting that age too. You're like, I don't give a fuck. But anyway, talking about I love Johnson Kenny, good guy. We stole his segment though. Dummy of the week. That's from him. Thank you, buddy. He said they do have laws to keep them in check. It's called Constitution, both federal and state. Right, but they don't. After the guy's already dead, what goes that Constitution if they still wrong has to shoot the wrong guy?
Yeah.
I mean, little Bobby still got to grow up without his daddy. Bobby's mommy might be rich, but he still has no daddy. I've been going on over the last decade, at least. PC crap all started back when Bush senior days. Okay, you know what? Yeah, you got a lot of people saying you can't say this, you can't say that. Yes, I can. Oh, but yes, I can. It's like a gentleman got into it with me today about comedy. He said, you don't have the right to say what you want. I said, well, technically, there's no law saying I can't.
That's right.
He was like, the Constitution don't say you cuss out. You're not hearing me. You apparently need to get your ears checked, brother. The Constitution doesn't say you have a right to say what you want. Okay. I said, but what law says I can't?
Yeah.
He said, but you're not hearing me. I said, no, answer my damn question. What law says I can't? What law says I can't say something about little Bobby? Whether I should or shouldn't is irrelevant.
That's right.
He's like, well, there's really no law.
Okay. Rest my case.
Moving on. But you got to be ready for backlash. I said, okay, well, you better be ready for backlash too. Backlash, so what? All right, brother, I'll check him out in just a second. We're happen to be live right now, brother. I think Clinton, don't ask, don't tell. Well, I think he was at a point, though, where Clinton was caught. He didn't know, he really didn't like gays. He said several times he really didn't like him, but he did like him and didn't like him. So kind of don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah.
His way, I'm not dealing with it. All right, let's catch another clip. Okay, this is a clip here as of the gay guy. It's 2 minutes, 24 seconds of talking about how he feels about all this crap from a gay man's point of view.
No child is born in the wrong body. I am not oppressed. I am not silenced. I am a gay man. My name is Frank Rodriguez. Today I represent two families of mine within Redlands, as well as my own. I am here today because of two reasons. One is to protect children against the idea that they can in fact change their gender. This is because gender is rooted in your biology. However, gender expression is not. How you choose to express yourself is your own choice. Society should just simply be nice to everyone. However, lying and stating that a man in a dress is a woman is delusional by definition. Not only delusional, but this ideology is dangerous to children. Despite what you may want to believe, children are in fact taking chemicals to alter their bodies. That's not delusional, it's reality. Despite what you may want to believe, children are in fact getting gender-affirming surgeries. That is not delusional, that is reality. These children are starting a journey of judgment that you placed on them. By pushing kids to question their gender, question their sexuality, and question whether or not their parents are on their side. Therefore, the word predator is being used in the context of grooming, not because he or she is gay, but because the idea that gender is fluid, because in reality, it is not. It is a danger to children for the reasons that I stated above. Gays Against Groomers has educated the public on numerous occasions on what we stand for, and I will echo that here today. Gays Against Groomers is a coalition of gay people who do not stand for the sexualization, medicalization, or indoctrination of children. What adults do with their body is up to them, but leave the kids alone. The second reason I am here is that this board, especially Jenna, is lacking something that not long ago I was taught by my mentors. That's leadership. Leadership is not what we do, the job we have, or even the position we are elected to. Leadership is who we are, how we behave, engage and learn, but most importantly, influence. Councilwoman Jenna Lowry, I respect the position that you hold. I do not respect you. For what you have done to your constituents here in Redlands, silencing people that disagree with you. Our constituents are our job description. When you silence them, you are no longer a leader, you are a dictator. I demand that tonight after this meeting, Jenna, you resign from this position.
Run that into the hilt and break it off.
Yeah, she, the person he's talking about is a Karen. And speaking for him, he come out and said, hey, I'm a gay man. He can speak for himself. And I think that, hey, whatever you believe about him, whatever you don't believe about him, I think the man said what he said, and I think he meant it, and I think he had every right to say what he said and meant it. If you're a man wearing a dress, you're trying to be a woman, that's not a gay man. That's not a gay man. A gay man is a man dressed like a man who likes men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the definition I was always taught. It's just where we at in this country. People believe so much stuff. Where's this crap come from? They're talking about hateful. Look, I'm not trying to be hateful. Because comedy, we like to make people laugh, and we like situations, not individuals. But what's next? You know, are they going to start tricking us in hamburgers? Start giving us soy burgers? Because damn it, I can tell the difference between a soy burger and a hamburger.
Oh, hell, most definitely.
Okay, and my wife got stuck her teeth into a soy burger, and I about laughed because she'll redneck. She's like, I ain't gonna tell you everything she said, but what the F? This is some bullshit. Only a certain class of people eat this, and I ain't it. She chucked the son of a bitch out the window. $8 gone. Says, that's all they can feed me. Screw 'em.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm trying not to wreck the car because I'm laughing my ass off at it. Okay, and that's what our government does. It lies to each other, lies to us, wants us to believe certain things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the whole Hillary Clinton thing. Okay, her emails. Raise your hand, honestly. Do you really give a flying fuck about her emails? No.
I could care less.
No.
Give two shits.
No. I want the truth.
Yeah.
But tell me the truth and then move on.
And then
I don't care about
down the road.
Yeah. Well, we found more. Okay, so what?
So
At that point, it doesn't matter because you already found some. You already know she's dirty.
Yeah.
You found more. You know, really?
Yeah.
Duh. That's because you didn't find them all the first time. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't you remember when you were innocent until proven guilty? Woo!
Yeah.
I went out the window.
Now you're guilty and you got to prove your innocence.
Yeah. If it hits the media, you're guilty.
That's right.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah, I know that. Automatically, he says. So let's take a little bit of break from that. Let's do some funny memes here real quick. Some of these I apologize ahead of time. Some of these are very true because we got an awesome dummy that we want to get. Kyle over here, he's chomping at the bit to get this one in. It might look like somebody you know, the dummy of the week, but it's just some of these memes. Here we go. Stop blaming your parents on how you turned out. You're grown now. Your mistakes are your own. Grow up.
Yep.
That's right.
Alan Reed, him and I can relate to this one right here, and all older people watching can relate to this one right here. 1978, off to school. 2022, right. Back to bed.
Shovel yourself all the way to the classroom.
Right. I've had to shove myself to the bus, right? So the little kids come on behind me. I leave the shovel because ain't nobody going to steal the damn thing. No. Nobody has ever stole a shovel in the history of time.
No.
Okay? I go to school, come back, and have to shove my way back home.
Nobody steals anything that looks like work.
Yeah. If it constitutes manual labor, it stays right where it is. You know, unless it's a trench digger or something with a lot of money. on here we've been doing a collection of a certain family. Okay, we got a lot of females that belong to a certain family. We'll show you most of them here in a little bit. This might be the poster board of the rules that they got when they entered this family. If it wasn't for the nice man who discovered electricity, we'd all be watching television by candlelight. Leave that right there for a second.
I think that's the mother of the triplets.
Either that or she's a dead blood first cousin. Okay, because we got some,
That's the guy's mom.
Yeah.
If you guys been watching our show, you know who we're talking about. You know? If you don't, I'll give you a subtle reminder of one of them.
We tried to reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment. Micah, back to you.
See the resemblance? That never gets old. All right, here we go. This here's true. Chip truck blows over a highway. This wouldn't happen if you filled up the bags. The fault's yours. It's your fault.
That's right.
Yep.
This may or may not be Devil Doc. I don't know. He won't answer the question fairly. But this might be quite a few other people on a tequila night. Sure, have some tequila. What's the worst thing that can happen? 5 shots later, SpongeBob SquareBox.
That's a Richard in a box.
That guy's name's Chad. Okay, that guy's name's Chad. I promise you that.
Oh wow!
Get some comments here real quick before I have to apologize to the ladies for the next meme coming up. If I want to throw the national security, it is now. Okay, ladies, we're sorry. We don't really mean these things. You know, we're just men talking. I don't know. I'm about half scared. Here we go.
Yep.
My wife asked me, what was the female version of a man cave? I told her it's called a kitchen. By the way, I need a place to stay for a few nights. I think it's a little more than a few nights, buddy.
Wow.
Well, I already got a comment. He just said gingerly. Okay, the guy laughing. Whew. I thought one of our females were want to get our address. Okay, what's your physical location? No, ma'am. Ain't happening. All right. So you seen the other two female. Okay. This is you know about the female who did the deer crossing sign thing, right? Remember that Devil Dog?
Oh yeah.
Here's another one. Here's another sister. This makes 3.
I keep getting crickets in my house. I don't know why. I've never had a cricket problem before, but I looked it up, and apparently it's really bad luck to kick them out of your house. Like, you're not supposed to kick them out of your house, but like, what am I supposed to do? Like, let you stay here? Now there's like 36 crickets running around because I did kick out one, and let me tell you, I had a really, really horrible week after that. And now they're just running around. And I'm like, please move. I just want to make a piece of toast and you're in my way. And I open a cabinet and it's just like, oh, hey, cricket that I can't kick out of my house. Can you please just leave? I don't want to kick you out. I just want to ask you nicely to leave. My house is just infested with crickets.
Crickets, that's fish bait.
Yeah, it is. That family tree don't fork. It's a vine. It just keeps going straight, curves around.
Going around.
Was she giving bad breast milk as a baby?
She was dropped 4 or 5 times in a row on the same night. I want to erase that, but I can't. I didn't keep up my archives. You know?
Oh my God!
This next one is a brother.
Yes, it's their idiot brother.
A baby was born in Alabama yesterday with the same birthday as both of its parents. Many are calling it a miracle that a pair of twins was able to give birth to a healthy baby.
Yep.
Who's questioning that? Twins give birth.
Wow.
It's puff, puff, pass. Okay, puff, puff, pass. Quit bogarting.
No, that brings a whole new meaning of the term war eagle and roll tide.
There's some roll tide in all right.
Yeah.
Lead-based breast milk, Jada says. That family tree don't fork at all. No, it vines, brother. Roll tide. Yeah, woo. We're gonna keep it track. We're gonna have a whole archive of these idiots.
Oh God, there's probably like a whole community of them.
These guys right here. If you have this job on this day, you suck. And it's got some adult language. I want to put that out there, so don't get offended.
911, what's your emergency? Yeah, listen. We fucked up.
Yes.
You think? You think?
Yes, you did.
Go to work, run a boom truck. It'll be fun, they said.
Yeah. Lots of money, they said.
You exceeded the weight limit, you big dummy.
Somebody didn't. I'm not sure that's supposed to happen.
What she said.
Yeah.
Wow.
Looked to me like an outrigger failed on him.
All right, this next bit really ain't comedy, but you guys tell me if this is useful for you. It's 3 minutes long, so here we go. Things that you make that you wouldn't think somebody else would make.
All right, let's see how bad this gets. Okay, just making foam inserts. Yeah, that's normal. Okay, good. What's the bearings for? I made a drawer. Okay. I can respect that. A drawer. Making a spring out of copper. Most of those things come with a holder. Why? Just... What are you cutting this for? What are you doing? Making an axe or something? Like, what are you doing here? No. No, no. There's no. You get a step left. You are not about to do what I think. No! You do that to my clamps. We are fighting. Okay, just keep the sawdust down, whatever. Okay, I guess that's fine. What are you making here? Okay, storage for... That's not a bad idea. I like that. Drilling a hole in a dowel. Okay. Or you... Okay, if you have to make that, that's fine, I guess. You can just wrap it by hand. I'm not storing any of that on the wall. It goes in the cabinet like a normal person. That is terrifying. No, no. Absolutely not. What? No, just make holders out of wood. What are you doing with this button? They come with a case. All of those come in a case. No! You made a vacuum table. A really junky vacuum table, but okay, not bad. Could be a lot better, but not bad. Why are you ruining an entire roll of electrical? Just cut off a tiny piece! You just ruined the whole roll! What are you doing? It's called a trash can, homeboy. That would be so much easier. Why? Just get a trash can. This is gonna be something stupid. I already know it. Oh my gosh. You can make one so much better out of it. Literally just a 2x4. Learn how to hold a nail with your fingers.
I don't know what's bad. The guy's reaction or some of the stuff that was shown. By the way, Commander had to leave us. He had to go upstairs. Today's the Tuesday where he has to go upstairs. From this point on, just be me and Devil Doc. So, tell me, my friend.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
Well, some of it was okay, but like Dean said, I mean, it's a great way to go buy stuff you don't need at Harbor Freight.
Yeah, that guy was triggered. That was something. I mean, the worst one I thought was that dental one. I was like, no.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that one for the dental one.
Ain't that I'm scared of, just ain't gonna do it. Just no, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to do our Dummy of the Week, and I apologize ahead of time for this Dummy of the Week. All right, Kyle, you ready?
Yes.
All right, let me set the scene. When I show you this picture, ladies and gents, you might recognize him. He's a cross between a couple of our hosts and our old hosts. Okay, here we go. It's not my fault. Take it away, Kyle.
All righty. So, as the title says, there was a guy roaming around Texas, breaking into people's homes and tickling their buttholes in the process of robbing stuff from their home. So, he eluded capture for at least 3.5 weeks. He burglarized and tickled buttholes in 13 homes. And he was doing it to the people in the community he lived with.
Yes, J-Dub, that's what we thought too.
Yeah, the reign of terror in Dallas, Texas,
burglar,
lasted for 3.5 weeks. I mean, imagine you're asleep in your home, laying in bed with your wife, and you think she's tickling your butthole.
It's not.
It's not. It's the guy from Captain Phillips.
Yeah, he looks like Justin Snodgrass and Roy Anthony Cross.
He's tickling your butthole before he goes and steals the stuff out of your house. And for what pleasure he got. And the bad thing is, the guy's name was Richard. So you had a dick tickle in your butt.
Only the tip.
And he usually did it between the hours of 2 a.m. and 5 a.m.
None of these people had a dog. None of these people had a gun. And I'll tell you something. He come to my house taking my bung hole about 2 to 5, especially after Taco Tuesday. We're going to have a mess. Okay, then people identify him by the smell of his finger.
Now, the only thing I want to know is after he got caught, did he like getting his butthole tickled once he went to jail?
He is damn sure. Yo, big dummy. You're dummy of the week. And I'd be remorseful.
We tried to reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment. Micah, back to you.
Taking people's bum holes. Is that his way of thanking you for the stuff he stole from you?
I guess. I mean, at least he wasn't licking your butthole.
How do they know? Did he admit to doing this, or somebody catch him doing this, or and if they
he got caught. He got caught at 5 a.m. Apparently, he went to, in the article I read, a cop's house.
Called a cop's bunghole. Now, if that cop would have shot him, I would have not been upset.
I think that might have been the first justified shooting.
I think I would have been like, you know what? Let me help you hide the body. Okay, tickling bungholes. It's bad enough he's in your house robbing you. He's got to tickle your butthole. Ew. Okay. All right. All right, guys, we're on here today. Second episode back from our vacation we have. I'm glad to see y'all coming on and join us. We appreciate it so much that you guys are here. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, all that. So every time we come on, it comes right to you guys. You know where you're at if you're on Facebook. Thank you if you're on Twitch and Twitter, and we appreciate you guys coming in on Facebook also. Hit the like button, all that match stuff. Give us a smiley face if you enjoy anything you've seen. Sorry if you hadn't, but appreciate it a great deal for you being here. All right. Thank you for the dummy of the week. I guess thank you. I mean, you did your job. You got us a dummy of the week. So
I got a great dummy of the week.
Yeah, and so and
The last two have been great.
yeah, they have. Go back and watch the first episode for that one. Idiot want to rob Walmart. He want to rob Walmart for when they're on Toys for Tots. Walmart full of cops. This guy's going.
40 plus cops,
40 plus law
plus the subsidiary departments that work for the police department, taking kids shopping for Christmas.
Yeah, he thought he was so dark he needed gloves to eat the chocolate. He wouldn't get caught. Confucius say, "Man who dream about eating chocolate pudding wake up with spoon and ass." Just saying. Oh, guys, hang on, man. We got an awesome guest with us today. Let me bring in Mr. J-Dub himself, proprietor BV Nation. Brother, welcome
What's
to
up?
the show.
What is happening, fellas? Good to join you.
I'd welcome you to W Radio Show, but you've been here before, so
yeah, right.
Pull up a chair, but
right. So what's going on, fellas? How you doing?
Awesome, brother. Please comment on the booty bandit, will you? On the
Well, I just put up a comment there. If you looked here a little bit ago, where you could talk about. He thought he was so dark he needed, white gloves to eat chocolate so he wouldn't bite his fingers. Just thought he could get away with it. During the like I said, not the witching hour, but the dicking hour.
Just put the tip in. That's not me. Whoa.
Hey, honey, what are you doing? Oh, wait a minute. That's not. Wait, what?
What?
Well, the guy's name was Richard.
Yeah. Dick. Just put the tip in. Yeah. You were same thing that you said the same thing on the comments there that Doc and I thought when we first seen this guy. That is Roy Anthony and Justice Snodgrass combined. Okay.
Oh yes.
The Great Spirit brought them down together, combined us for our entertainment. That's what that was for.
He absolutely did that, and that's why as soon as that was the first thing that popped in my mind. As soon as I saw that, I was like, "Oh, that's Roy and Goose." That is totally Roy and Goose having a love child. Just give him the high-speed Ray-Bans and he'd be all set,
Yeah.
So
it's nasty, but it's also kind of funny. I mean, I steal your stuff from me, then I'm gonna give you a little, a little tickle the bum, make you feel good about me robbing you. I guess you can say robbing your ass is a good terminology there. I'm robbing your ass.
I'm taking some and giving something. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
You only feel a little bit of pressure for a second.
Yeah, it's just a tip.
Shh, just let it happen.
And he wasn't
let it happen.
And he wasn't in prison at the time. No, he wasn't.
No.
Poor
guy.
So we're creating a family tree on here of just ignorant people. Okay. And we started a family tree on here. Next week I got another lady on here, but don't these ladies look alike? That one.
I read that meme, and the first thing that came to my mind was, why do I totally hear that in Carl's voice? So, only thing I can think of.
Shut up, Carl.
Yeah,
because Caitlin would black his freaking eye.
Not just that Carl, but any Carl, for that matter.
I know one over too. Hey, this one here, something that Carl Loomis. Our buddy would never say in his house. Right there.
Well, oh my God, no, he would
he'd be the one in the kitchen.
Yes. She'd be like, "Oh, you want to find out what we're really okay. I'll play your silly games, Trebek."
We'll tell you what say play silly games, get silly consequences or whatever it is.
Yeah. Win stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah.
Yep.
The family tree is
tree's a log.
It's a piece of driftwood.
Been drifting for a while too.
Oh, it's definitely salty.
Yes.
Definitely salty.
Did you see the one about the crickets?
Yes, I did see the one about the crickets. Well done.
That's it. I first seen it and think, oh, that's going on the show. That is absolutely how you load the shit on. It's going on the show. Man, can't even figure out how to load the shit, but he's putting it on the show.
Right? It needs to be on there.
You should show the one about me or you reacting to when they the Homo sapiens.
Oh, I don't have that. I delete it because I get full, so I have to delete some off. But oh my God, this guy was asking about what a Homo sapien is. These people say, we don't need those type of people here. Why?
What?
There's no
why
call
it
for
gotta be
that.
you people?
The guy doing interviews.
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah, and the guy doing the interview is just like standing there going, "Do what?" And the one lady goes, "Yeah, I saw one. He was big and he was hairy and he was playing with his whatcha-dilly."
What's Dilly in the zoo?
Watch it, Dilly.
And then another
Is that
lady
what we
goes,
call it now? Okay.
Yeah. And then another lady was like, "I don't know what one is, but we don't need them, and I don't want them."
And meanwhile, this guy's like,
Okay.
this guy's like, hello, McFly.
Yeah.
Right.
People that
Was that a clip off of Water's World or whatever?
No, I got it off TikTok when I got.
Yeah, we got it off of TikTok.
Off of TikTok, yeah, because Waters does, he'll go out and do, basic simple shit like that too, and yeah, it's horrible. It really is. My favorite one is, who was the first president of the United States? Was it Kennedy? What? Because literally these are legit answers that people give.
What was the one you showed last week?
Oh,
with Vietnam?
Yeah, what country was the Vietnam War in?
Canada.
Oh, no.
Canada.
What?
One guy said Mexico. This guy's like, he said, okay, he said, what two countries border the United States? The guy said, Texas and Mexico. The guy said, well, you had Mexico, right? He goes, no, I didn't mean Mexico. No, that's the right answer. He said, Canada.
God.
He said, Canada, Mexico. And he said the right answer. The guy's like, really? And I'm
Like,
the one on medication.
he was like all shocked, like, I seriously got something right for once?
Wait, what?
I'm the one on medicine. Yeah. They had one on there. He said Jesse James was killed in St. Joe, Missouri.
Yeah.
He said, where was Jesse James killed at? And the guy's like, well, he was, probably New Mexico. And he said, Jesse James was killed in St. Joe, Missouri. Where was Jesse James killed at?
Yeah.
You can't script this shit. Okay. Hollywood couldn't write a better script. Well, who knows? Maybe it is. Maybe this is Hollywood doing all this crap.
Yeah, maybe we're all stuck in the Truman Show.
I don't know.
Right. What was that? Good morning, good evening, or what was it? Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, or something like that.
Yeah.
And Driftwood could have a branch. Dean's and they love the guy. Yep, it was Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you caught the first part of the show or not.
It was Joe.
Back when my son was married to my ex daughter-in-law, she's 80 pounds wet wearing boots. She was going to take my big ass outside and beat me up because I was wrong. There was only 3 heads on Mount Rushmore instead of 4. I'm looking like, there's no way you can bore my grandbabies. There's just no fucking way. I said, there's 4, and I named all 4 of them. No, you're lying. I'm gonna take you outside and beat some sense into you. I'm almost 200 pounds heavier than you.
Right?
I don't believe in hitting women, but I would have made an exception on that day. My other daughter's like, I'll do it for you, Dad. Whatever, baby. Go ahead. I don't care. I'm gonna play this one for y'all. Some of you have heard this one. Some of you just joined us have not heard this one. This is the second sister. Okay. She argues about a deer sign. This is the second sister.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Now, Donna, you got quite the vent today. It sounds like what's going on with you.
Well, I wanted to voice my opinion on something that's been bothering me for a really long time.
Okay.
I tried writing the newspaper and contacting TV stations, but nobody seems to want to stay with this. So that's why I'm calling you guys.
What's the issue?
Well, over the past few years, I've been involved in 3 separate car accidents involving deer.
Mm-hmm.
With the population and everything. Each of these incidents, they've occurred shortly after I saw a deer crossing sign on the highway. Well, my frustration is that Minnesota and North Dakota Departments of Transportation would allow these deer crossings to be in such high traffic areas. I mean, I've even seen them on the interstate Why are we encouraging deer to cross at the interstate? I don't get it. That's such a high traffic area. I mean,
Are you
know,
kidding?
I understand that deer are wild animals and they need to travel across the streets occasionally to survive. And, of course, to find food. But it seems to me that so irresponsible of us to allow these deer crossings to be in areas where these deer are so likely to be struck by oncoming traffic. I mean, wouldn't you agree? I mean, it's just, I mean, you think they would put deer crossings maybe, in, smaller towns, maybe during at a school crossing. It would be a safer place for them to cross.
Wait.
Put the deer crossing sign.
Deer crossings aren't telling deer that it's safe to cross there. It's just more of like an alert for drivers so they know it's like a high deer population.
The government put the deer crossings there. They can direct the deer population anywhere they want to by moving that deer crossing sign. I mean, why in the world would they place it on the highway or the interstate? I mean, God, there are so many other places I can think of than putting the deer crossing signs on busy highways and interstates.
You seem to be under the misunderstanding that the deer are somehow attracted to the deer crossing sign.
Well, yeah, the deer crossing sign is there to allow the deer to know that's where they need to cross.
Right. And all these car accidents you had involved a deer after you'd saw a deer crossing sign.
Exactly. I mean, I'm trying to watch out for the deer, but I mean, speed limit's 55, 65. How am I supposed to, you can't brake really quick if if the deer just is crossing in that deer crossing area.
So you'd like to see these signs move somewhere safer?
Right. If we can move them, don't put deer crossing signs on the interstate or freeways. Put them in lower traffic areas. Somewhere where the speed limit's, a lot slower. Maybe small towns. I don't know. I think school crossings is a good idea.
Well, listen, we will. You say you've tried to contact quite a few people about this.
Right, yeah. I wrote at least 3 or 4 letters, and
we will spread the word. Okay, we will try to kind of help you raise some awareness for this issue. Okay.
Oh, thank you. We need to move those deer crossing signs.
We appreciate your comment this morning.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
I mean, what more is there to say?
They vote. These people are out there voting.
Yeah.
And they drive.
Yeah.
And they procreate.
Yes.
I think that's the scariest part of it all.
So here at W Entertainment,
Lord.
W Radio Show, we took it upon ourselves to catalog a family. And that's number 2. And we've got a third sister today. I'm just curious to see how far we get.
And the brother.
And the brother. Yeah, or he at least was a first cousin.
Did J-Dub see the brother?
Oh, yeah. But the twins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
if he's not a brother, he's a first cousin.
He's a first cousin. I don't know how many of you, when you listen to that, thought of this right here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
I can't take no more. These people getting mail-in ballots.
A Philly Road text comment.
They did not clean the piece off the trailer.
She may be a brain surgeon.
Oh my!
Yeah. Or the next surgeon, Surgeon General, or the
replay the one girl
Justice of the Peace.
Tried to reach out to the dead guy.
Oh yeah. That's your favorite. That's your favorite. Yeah, I like that too. Well, she's the original. Okay, I think she's the original.
We tried to reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment. Micah, back to you.
Say,
she sounds just like the chick calling the radio station.
I'm telling you that they're sisters.
I keep getting crickets in my house. I don't know why. I've never had a cricket problem before, but I looked it up, and apparently it's really bad luck to kick them out of your house. You're not supposed to kick them out of your house, but what am I supposed to do? Let you stay here? Now there's 36 crickets running around because I did kick out one, and let me tell you, I had a really, really horrible week after that. and now they're just running around. And I'm like, please move. I just want to make a piece of toast and you're in my way. And I open a cabinet and it's just like, oh, hey, Cricket, that I can't kick out of my house. Can you please just leave? I don't want to kick you out. I just want to ask you nicely to leave. My house is just infested with crickets.
Leave, Cricket. Can't take it anymore.
It's cold rain. And she's actually bawling and upset.
Honey, those are stink bugs. Yeah.
Oh my god. When she
No,
opened the cabinet,
those might be mistaken for cockroaches.
yeah, when she opened the cabinet door, that was good evidence right there. Those were roaches, lady. Okay.
Yeah.
Billy Rotex, thanks for joining us again for another week, brother. Appreciate you having you here. Oh man. These people, everyone was, well, who's the one? Who's people getting them mail-in ballots? Those people right there.
Yeah. I can't really say a whole lot about that because our
Jay?
No, our audio actually works. But
unlike Devil Dog's wife.
What?
We can never hear my wife when she talks.
We would tell her what?
Huh? Do what?
Turn your mic on. Yeah, she says that shit ain't funny. I, on the other hand, disagree with her. I think it's hilarious.
Exactly.
Okay, we'll kind of get back on our regular topic here. Are people just uneducated? Are they delusional? Or are they really that dumb? You know, our government does it to us. People do it to us. Here's another little bit. And you guys, we'll talk about when you're done.
How can one say white privilege doesn't exist when our majority white government has had a long-standing history of discriminating against minorities, even after the Civil Rights era?
Can you give me one example post-Civil Rights era?
Well, there's police brutality. That's another.
Police brutality. Okay.
Yes.
So give me a statistic behind that, because there's a lot that's there that's not well known. Because African Americans, they say, well, African Americans make up the majority of the prison population, but they also commit a majority of the crimes. And they also live in urban areas where the most crime happens. They're actually under-incarcerated per capita, per individual, versus their dispersion in American society.
Because of socioeconomic imbalance.
Correct, I agree with that. Yes, has nothing to do with race. You just admitted it has everything to do with socioeconomic conditions and nothing to do with race. You just admitted it. Has nothing to do with their black. It has everything to do with their poor.
Race is deeply tied to socioeconomic.
No, it's not. Why are Asian Americans the most rich people in the country? They're the richest people in the country. If America's so racist, why are Asian Americans doing so well?
You can't equate the history behind African Americans and the history.
You're right. Asian Americans had it much worse in the 1940s than African Americans. We put them in internment camps.
Yes.
Did we put blacks in internment camps in the 1940s? Answer the question. Did we put blacks in internment camps in the 1940s?
We didn't put blacks in internment camps.
Yeah, we put Asian Americans in internment camps.
However, blacks have still underwent like I'm sorry. Certain like oppressive blacks have underwent certain oppressive.
No, I'm not denying that history at all, but the idea that the oppressorship post 1965 with the Civil Rights Act being signed is continuing and there's this vast white conspiracy to keep black people down is wrong. It doesn't exist.
Now, I hate to burst that gentleman's bubble, which, by the way, I'm not going to get saying there's blacks are being treated any different than us. I'm not going to say that. I'm talking about the delusional part of that. Because if you look at numbers, that's simply not true. And by the way, you can make the argument that Native Americans, my people, were treated just as bad as the blacks were. Because they freed the slaves.
I would almost say worse.
Right.
And the reason I say worse is that, at least, at least once, blacks were, freed or whatnot, they weren't rounded up and, marched onto reservations and things like that in certain parts of the country.
Giving Tatum meat.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, I put the Trail of Tears, and I found out I lost some bloodline on the Trail of Tears. I'll put that against anybody else's problem and see which one, And plus, when black people were freed, they got right to own land. Technically, Native Americans never got our land back. And if we were scouts for the military, when we were done, they promised us freedom. They killed us. I shouldn't say us, not me, but you get what I'm saying. And but if you check the numbers, listen, black people are treated bad. Everybody, anybody of color is treated bad. Nowadays, though, we're all treated the same way, like crap, because your government don't like you if you're not a certain political affiliation. And one of the biggest things in this country, it's on the rise and been on the rise for a while, is sex trafficking.
Yep.
All that money they're giving to the Ukraine, all that money they're giving to the certain politicians who run a campaign, how much of that money is going to sex trafficking to really stop them?
It's big in Ukraine.
The war on drugs. This war on drugs. They've been fighting this war on drugs since I was in diapers and cloth diapers, running my grandma's house underneath her damn dress. Okay, have they accomplished anything on this? How's the war on drugs doing, by the way? We pulled out of Afghanistan.
It's a shit show in Mexico right now.
Considering we started the war on drugs.
Now, all that money we put from war on drugs, where are we at with it? I mean, Bosnia's done. I got my medal. We're done. J-Dub, they're no longer in Afghanistan and Iraq. I'm just saying, where's the war on drugs going? So it's safe to say in this country, we need to do something. We need to do better research.
Mm-hmm.
J-Dub and I both have a buddy, and y'all know him, high-tech redneck. If you tell him anything, you're full of shit. That's true.
Yeah. He will freaking run that shit down quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And I appreciate that. I'm a guy, I don't mind he does it. Because if I'm wrong, tell me I'm freaking wrong. So I'll shut my mouth and quit telling everybody a bunch of crap. Okay.
Yep, exactly.
Now we got guys like out of a reverse. They don't want to hear it. That sounds like a them problem. It's not like a them problem. So what are we going to do about all this stuff? I mean, we said a while ago, Google's free, and it is, but there's some things about Google you can't trust.
Yeah, exactly.
So, finding independent research, an independent whatever it's called, independent platform, and do your research off that.
Well, see, that there implies the issue. A lot of folks today, because information is so readily available, they don't want to do, more than just a basic Google search anymore. They don't want to, do the actual digging for the correct information, because we, as a society, have become so accustomed. Yeah, right. We become so accustomed to just having everything, just like you said, just right there.
Right.
You have to do a little bit more than just a little, than a basic Google search.
Right.
Yeah, surface research, deep dive it.
Yeah,
exactly.
And hey, honestly, full transparency, I'm kind of guilty of that myself sometimes. I want to Google something. I want to go with the first answer to get it over because I'm being too damn lazy. And I tell you what, I got caught up a couple times. Damn, that wouldn't fit. Ordering parts, for example. Oh, if I'd have read a little bit more, that was for a Honda, not a Kawasaki. So I got this part out there now. I don't need. I got to sell my own fault. Stuff like that. It's that simple.
Yep.
I
kill with fire. And that was a big thing too. Like when I was going to college, for criminal justice degree and shit like that, they were actually that was one of the things all our professors all told us. If any of you put Wikipedia as a source for when you do your citations, automatic fail. They will automatically toss that paper right out. It's like, no, you need to find a more credible source than Wikipedia.
But
and
sometimes
it drove a lot of people crazy. And there are a lot of institutions now. They're like, oh no, Wikipedia is a reliable. Okay. Yeah. It's just something about multiple people that can go in there and be like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and edit this. And the powers that be over at Wikipedia, say, oh yeah, no, that checks out. That checks out. Okay.
And to back what you're saying, Wikipedia. Now I go on and look if somebody died recently, okay, or the year they were born. Okay, that's Wikipedia.
Right.
But I've also heard and seen Wikipedia argue with Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris won 6 world championships. Okay, they have for the longest time had down he won 5. Chuck Norris said no, and he got affidavits or statements from everybody who he fought for a 6-1. And they don't want to argue with Chuck Norris about how many times Chuck Norris actually won his event. He's like, "Are you kidding me? Every other site has me down 6-time world champion."
It's like, you understand who I am, right?
Yeah, no kidding. He snapped his fingers and kick him in the head from his house. But so it took a lawsuit to get Wikipedia to finally put on there. Then they want to put an asterisk by it. He sent them videos.
Right.
I mean, that's Chuck Norris, for Christ's sake. You don't think he don't know how many he's won? So Wikipedia can't be trusted. But then sometimes, like I said, I go on there. Somebody died, like Betty White when she died. No, she didn't. Went to Wikipedia. Okay. Well, she may have died. then when your local news channel says it, okay, it's verified. But you got to do something. You can't always believe everything you hear because people lie to you. I don't know if you caught what I said earlier. Growing up, I thought, or somebody told me that Bruce Lee died from he kung fu'd himself to death. He headbutted a tree. My stupid ass believed that. Okay, being a martial arts guy, I figured, okay, he probably did that, But I thought, well, he kung fu'd himself to death. Well, apparently, he didn't.
Yeah.
And once I got Google, I went, well, you wait till I see it, boy. I'm whipping his ass.
No, he was Chuck Norris.
He was Chuck Norris, I didn't know.
No, that's Brandon Lee.
You're right.
What rhymes with orange? No, it doesn't.
Right.
So,
well, I thought Brandon Lee was because of an on-set accident.
Yes,
while filming The Crow.
Mm-hmm. They're supposed to take the firing pin out of the gun, and they didn't take the firing pin out of the gun.
Anniversary to the day of his father's death.
Yeah.
2 days later.
Yeah.
You talk about some wicked shit.
Yep.
You talk about strange.
That's some voodoo type shit right there.
Yeah, his daughter got an accident. They thought the same thing was going to happen to her, but she pulled through. So Linda, his ex-wife's like, no, look, you're done. Come here, sis.
Yeah.
Woo!
Come here, Linda, listen.
Yeah, listen. Yeah. All right, we're going to do Pimp's Pet.
Oh, boy. I got to wonder what it's going to be this week.
That's kind of a cool-ass bird. Here we go. You might have to say it for me. I can't figure out how to pronounce it.
Oh, is it a blue falcon? Holy shit!
Look at that thing.
The Betalore.
Betalore. That's what I thought. Okay, so I had it right. Because my wife asked me, she goes, you ain't no way in hell you gonna pronounce it.
It's just as majestic as a blue falcon. What can we say?
Here's a Pat Mahomes version.
That's when it's angry.
Right.
Pretty colorful old bird.
Yeah.
Pretty colorful old bird. I'm going to try to read you a clip from it here. This species is native to the broad areas of sub-Saharan Africa. Okay. Well, that explains a lot why it's so colorful. And it's been known to be up into Arabia. Okay. Well, got a good distance where it flies in. Its characteristic is a bird of somewhat open habitats such as savanna and with some trees present and open dry woodland areas. Okay. It's known as it's in a family of snakebird. What the hell is a snakebird? That might be another Pimp's Pet coming up.
The national bird of Mexico.
Yeah, I'm going to have to write it down. Snakebird. Okay. It's of the eagle family. So this is an eagle.
I was going to say that looks kind of eagle-ish.
It does look kind of eagle-ish.
Just coloration's different.
It's not a huge bird. As far as raptors go, it's medium-sized. But they tend to build a relatively small and sturdy nest where they can stick their head out and see oncoming.
So it was probably like a hawk size, like a red-tailed hawk or osprey or something. About the size of that.
Yeah. A little bit. And they lay one egg. They lay one egg at a time. Okay. It may take 7 or 8 years to obtain full maturity. Perhaps the longest stretch of any mature raptor. So
I was gonna say that's a slow-growing bird.
It is slow. I don't want to say he's retarded, but
they probably live a lot longer too.
Yeah, that's
well, they do. So, guys, there you go. The Battlier. What do you think?
Yeah,
Patrick Mahomes was a bird.
Yeah, look at my eyes. He's like,
or LeBron James with an afro.
I ain't a Raiders fan. What's wrong with you?
Speaking of Mahomes, he's got the week off this week.
Yep. So does Jalen Hurts. Where's Jalen?
Yeah. Well, he's off for he's off for. Oh wait, Hurts. Never mind.
Yeah.
Hurts is off for a couple weeks, isn't he? Still.
Yeah. Him and Patty both got the first round buys. But we normally don't talk sports on here. We do wait the sports to do it, but we're going to cover a few things about that. Leave it to the NFL to take an incident and make it totally and irreparable confusing. I mean, my God, you got all these rich people can't make a decision about a football game. Okay, I don't understand why they just didn't call it a tie.
That's what I'm saying.
What I'm talking about is this: if y'all watched not this Monday night, the last Monday night football game between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals, There's a tragic accident. The guy made a hit, made a tackle, stood up and fell down. He went cardiac arrest. They had to bring out the machines and give him mouth to mouth and all that stuff. Took him to the hospital. The coaches got together and decided, I don't want to play this game. I want to be with him. Honorable. Had no problem. I give credit to referees, and I hate them. The referees did it. They say, hey, you guys make a decision. We're not penalizing nobody. That 5-minute rule, they can stick it in their ass. The referee, no, let's go. Referees called the game. Good for them guys. So they called the game. And the week went on. He got better and got better and got better. But the game wasn't finished. The NFL decided we're not going to finish the game.
Yep.
Okay. That point right there, I would have said I would have given both a tie. So they both had the same number of games. NFL's also got a rule that says, well, if they can't finish a game, we have a win percentage rule. Well, whoever has the most win percentage wins in certain areas. They didn't do that. Cincinnati Bengals like, why? You talk about rules. You preach the rules all the time. How come you're not following your own rules?
Right.
Okay? So what's did this? It affected 4 different teams instead of 2. If Cincinnati would have lost their last game and had to play Baltimore again in the first round playoffs, they would have decided where they play by a coin flip. Okay, a coin flip. If they had a tie, they wouldn't have to worry about that. Fortunately, the Cincinnati Bengals, they won their last game, so that's no longer a factor. Okay, now Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, if Buffalo Bills would have lost, Kansas City would have got first round bye anyway. No big deal. But they didn't. Both teams won. So now, if Buffalo Bills makes it all the way to the AFC Championship game, all right, then the team has to play at a neutral site instead of playing back at Kansas City's stadium. If anybody else plays them, they're fine. They're fine. Only the Buffalo Bills can do it at a neutral stadium. One site said no already, not because they were protesting, it's because they were full.
It's already been booked. Yeah.
It's already been booked.
Yeah.
So they couldn't do that day. So that's kind of a nutshell what's going on here. Instead of giving them a tie, they just disqualified the game. Had no winner. Even though they were 5 minutes into the game, both teams have had the ball once.
Yeah.
Each team had scored once.
You could have declared a winner.
Yeah. Or just said, you know what, this game's a tie. Everybody's got 17 games. So, J-Dub, you've been around football a lot in your life, watched it. Do some explaining, brother. What the hell?
Brother, dude, I think when I saw the explanation come out with how the league's ruling on it, I think I made it through point 2 of what they had on there. And I was just like, yeah, no. I was like, this is dumb. So I was like, they should have just called it in tie and been done with it. Because they already have a system in place for ruling things. They were, there was a little over 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Each team has scored once already. Things are already underway. But, dude, just call it a tie. Just be done. That way we don't have to worry about any of this other headache or anything else. Just be done with it and call it good.
Right.
But nope. League decided they're like, no, well, they him-hawed on it for quite a while. And, I understand to a point why they did as far as with whether or not they were going to eventually continue the game or try to, postpone it to a different week or whatever. But it's like, this late in the season, just chalk it as a tie, guys. Just be done with it. But nope, they wanted to dick the dog and make it more complicated than what it absolutely positively had to be.
Yeah, and you had a bunch.
Now we're sitting here where we're at now. In regards to what you were saying about the neutral site, I thought it was if both Kansas City, or not Kansas City, but both Buffalo and Cincinnati reached an AFC title game, then they were going to do the neutral site.
No, it's Kansas City and Buffalo.
Yeah, because Cincinnati lost more games than Kansas City, so they're not even if they made a tie, it still wouldn't affect Cincinnati as far as that goes. They was only affected by the coin flip thing, which that's no longer a deal now because they won.
Yeah,
but Buffalo. See, I hear a lot of people talking about, well, Kansas City ought to forfeit to number 1. No,
why?
No,
why?
They were 13. They were 14-3. Okay, well, it was given to them. Hey, Kansas City can't fault nobody for the rules. That's what they benefit from the rules like everybody else benefit from the rules. If they'd have made a tie, we wouldn't have had a problem.
Yeah.
So, so I don't think they should forfeit the rules. I don't think they ought to cancel. Somebody said they should cancel playoffs. What kind of moron?
What
cancels that?
You're in the business of making money.
That's a herp-a-derp.
No, I mean, listen, I'm not insensitive to the gentleman who got hurt. Hey, I put on there, the heart and the 3 and everything for him. And I'm glad he's up moving around. I mean, you play a kid's game.
Well,
I
he's
don't wanna see
back in
nobody get
Buffalo
hurt.
now. He
Yeah.
got back in Buffalo. What was it, yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday. He got a clean
Yeah.
bill of health.
Yeah, and he talking about how great he's feeling and everything's going great. Good for him. Okay, but and first thing when he woke up from a coma, first thing he says, "Did we win the game?"
Yeah, yeah.
So it means he wanted everything to go through. And they interviewed him. He goes, "I don't. Why can't we just finish the game?" That's the man who got hurt. Why can't we finish the game? I don't know, buddy. I tell you what, call up Roger Goodell and the owners, and
Right.
you figure it out for me. But so leave it to the NFL, a multi-billion-dollar industry, to make things so damn difficult. You got 2 rednecks right here, 3 rednecks right here on the screen. Say, give them a tie. I thought that the day it happened. So, okay, there's going to be a tie game.
Yep.
Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah.
It was a shit show and a half.
People were asking me on sports shows, what do you do? Give him a tie. Nah, hell, fuck what King says. Screw him. He don't know that.
Yeah.
Although I played it for years, whatever. But
Yeah, forget what the fans are saying. That makes the most sense.
Yeah. So
we're just armchair guys.
Yeah.
So that being said, we got a pretty good slate of teams getting ready to play. I'm glad to see Seattle Seahawks with Geno Smith. I'm glad to see he's in there.
Dude, I only had Seattle picked as a 4, maybe a 5-win team this year. So
did me and Pimp.
So to see them do as well as they did, I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
However, I don't think that he's I
One and
don't
done.
think he's really the guy that Seattle needs for what they got in place. He's the guy that they're using, but he's not the guy that they need.
Right.
And I think they're going to find that in the future draft pick coming up here this year, hopefully.
Now,
So
if
because they
Seattle
got a
gets
pretty
off-
good class of it, but that's
Right.
diving down a different rabbit hole for another show.
And now, if he gets all the way to the championship game, I will come on here live and apologize, say I'm sorry, beg for forgiveness.
Right.
Okay? Admit that I know nothing about football. If
Yeah.
Seattle gets all the way to the NFC championship game.
Those
odds are-
words will never, ever, ever come
Odds
out
are
of my
safe.
mouth.
It's like the Miami Dolphins. They're so banged up right now. If they beat Buffalo, yeah.
All I'll say is if they wind up winning in San Fran on Saturday, I will be shocked.
If the Dolphins beat Buffalo, somebody in Miami
Buffalo.
sold their soul to the devil.
Somebody did. If Seattle gets past San Francisco, I'm done drinking. That's it. It's obviously affected my judgment.
Right.
I'm done. I will never drink another drop of. Okay, well let's hope that don't happen. But hey, I'm willing to make a sacrifice. Okay, I'm willing to make.
If Seattle makes it to the NFC Championship game, I will personally write a letter to my alma mater stating that Seattle no longer has to pay my alma mater $12 million a year for the use of the word 12 man.
Right. Right.
No.
I just.
Or they change their name to the Sea Chickens if they lose.
All right, let's get
Sorry, J-Dub.
Let's get into a missing person.
We might as well just start making fun of Dallas Cowboy fans already being in here this last week, already being in playoff form. Just going.
Listen at him.
Really?
Listen at him.
Really?
Listen at him. If they win a couple playoff games, High Tech is going to be hard to deal with. Okay, he's going. The world has fallen. High Tech will never answer none of my questions unless I pronounce him a football god. You watch. Just never mind. I'll
Trust me,
out.
every Dallas Cowboy fan will be coming out of the woodworks like, yeah.
More so than they already do in the month of June.
Oh my God.
We're going to the Super Bowl.
Like, oh really? That's right. I had one guy on my feed here the other day was he started chiming in about Dallas and everything else. He put up a picture that was a comparison between Troy Aikman and Dak Prescott, about how good Dak was. I said, dude, freaking Tony Romo has more playoff wins than what Dak Prescott does. So,
Yep.
when when Dak can get them into the divisional round and actually win in the divisional round, then you might have a leg to stand on, But until then, don't even put Dak in the same category as Troy Aikman.
No,
because I'm sorry. What's the one thing that Aikman has that Dak ain't got?
3 Super Bowls.
I would say he's got 3 rings, baby.
Oh, and he dated Lori Morgan, and he owns Wingstop.
Bingo.
Well, that was his best. That was his best feat, Lori Morgan. I mean, I'm having a married man. I don't have a crush on her or nothing. But if he dated Lori Morgan, that's quite an accomplishment. Okay, because Troy Aikman's kind of a dummy. He really is. He's kind of goofy looking to be Ted.
Kind
of. You know what? He picked Lori Morgan up off the rebound right after Keith Whitley died. That was the problem.
Sad. And hey, Keith Whitley was a. If you don't like Keith Whitley, get off my show. That man's got a velvet voice. Him and Conway Twitty can sing the panties off any woman. I guarantee you. All right.
Yeah.
Let's do real quick. Let's get into our missing persons real quick. Segment we do on here a lot. All right. I'm sure you can see that. I think you can. All right. Melinda. Oh, crap.
Madalena.
Yes. Take a good look at this.
Kojakari.
I'll get some of these photos up over here. This little girl needs our help, guys. She's missing. It's a sad deal. I'm sure there was some foul play involved in this deal. Her date of birth was April 11th, 2011. Her hair is brown. Her eyes are brown. Height, 4'10" at the time of disappearance. Weight, 90 pounds at the time of disappearance. She was considered a white female. Okay. Madalena was last seen on surveillance video getting off her school bus outside her home in Cornelius, North Carolina on November 21st, 2022, and has not been seen since. She was reported missing to her school on December 15th of 2022. Her parents reported last seeing her on November 23rd. Melina was last seen wearing jeans, pink, purple, and white Adidas shoes, and a white T-shirt and jacket. Go back over and check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Read this again. She was getting off her bus at November 21st. I'm assuming that's probably Thanksgiving break.
Yeah.
Because the school didn't report her until the 15th. Her parents said she was missing or hadn't seen her on November 23rd. I don't know. That's a weird set of search. That's a lot of timeline in there. Okay. If you have any question, any information concerning the whereabouts of Madalena, please contact the Cornelius Police Department at 704-892-7773, or you may contact your local FBI office, our nearest American embassy or consulate, or you can submit a tip online at tips.fbi.gov. All right. And there you go. We'll take another little look at her again.
Not to make light of a shitty situation, when you start giving the description, I almost said, "Are you sure you're describing this 11, 12-year-old girl and not Jade?"
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Talk about being 4'11" and 90 pounds. That was.
Yeah. Well, the 11 years old threw me off. If Judy said in the 30s, man, hey, I know her.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know where she is.
Like, are you sure? Because last I checked, she lived in Colorado.
Yeah, King, Pimp, you're wearing your glasses. Are you sure? Yeah. No, that's a sad deal. That's a new segment I started last year, and I've got a lot of comments. People said they like that little segment.
No, it's a good deal.
Yeah,
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah,
I really do.
Them people need help. I did a one on here. It was a mother and daughter, and then the next week I didn't know they had a son missing too. So they had the mother and daughter together, but they had the son separate. So I had to go back and do all three of them at the same time. And we did one on here.
A little fishy.
It does. We had one on here that Devil Dog looked it up, and as I was reading, she was missing. They said no, they found her. So the FBI need to update their files. But, I mean, you don't want FBI doing any paperwork, okay? Because I don't want to get taken off the air by the FBI. But I know when they do gun registrations, they're not very thorough. So just saying, schools, nightclubs, yeah. And so, but all right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our missing persons. If you got any information on that little girl, please give the family notification. They need to find her. that's kind of weird. The timeline on that's the weirdest timeline I've ever had. She go missing 21st, no one sees 23rd, and then see her after.
Yeah. That kind of, it's like, wait a second, what? If she went missing on the 21st and the parents are reported till the 23rd, I'm sorry. As a parent,
sounds like either a grandparent or the dad took her.
And sadly, it's usually the damn dad or the parent, or mom. There's one. I had one where the mother took him. They were looking for the mother, and that's sad. I mean, parents, the way they treat their kids, and again, here we go again. The sex trafficking, the way we treat our kids in this country, just flat sucks. I know here in the state of Missouri, they have 30 ongoing investigations of the Catholic Church. Okay, for wrongdoing, for the clergymen and the bishops and whatever the ranking the people are. 30 stuff from happened when I was young up until now, and then more keep coming. What the hell? I'm not a Bible scholar, but I've read the thing a couple times, and nowhere in there does it say that I can diddle the altar boy.
Right.
Matter of fact, it says the opposite of how to treat little kids. Again, I don't know about you, but the good book says you do that stuff to a kid, it's better you wasn't even born.
Mm-hmm.
The other time a millstone around your neck and throw you in the river. That's pretty.
Well, it's bad enough, when you talk to a lot of folks that have either done prison time or are in prison, they'll flat out tell you, "Oh yeah, those are the first bitches to be made. As soon as they come walk, is a freaking chimo, chimo or a pedo. The second they walk into the clink, man, oh yeah, Bubba's got them dead to rights,
Sure,
and there's a whole lot of them.
That's
like,
right.
Fine, you want to know what it's like to take on a little kid? Guess what? Your turn.
In some prisons, the one I used to work at, they were kind of protected. You couldn't really say much to them because they were, I'm like, protecting my ass. You protect that kid. Well, they'll check themselves in. Good. Check into protective custody. Good. Spend your life in there, punk. I knew a family, a mother of a child the guy was in there who molested. She brought a carton of cigarettes every week. Okay. And she gave him this one guy, kind of the leader. Says, here's some cigarettes. Do what you want to him. Make him pay. So, they caught him beat half senseless over there, leaning over a bucket with his butthole bleeding in a shower.
Sucks to be him.
Not saying I condone that behavior. If I was a guard at that time, ran up on that, I'd be like, "Oh man, you okay? Boy, it sure looked like that hurt. Did that hurt? Hey, I need medical here. Take your time getting here, but I need medical."
Yeah, exactly.
I don't condone it. Now, me being a victim of that stuff, I got no sympathy for none of that. For none of them people, I think y'all ought to be killed. But that's my opinion on here, not anybody else's. Yeah. But so 30 investigations just in the Kansas area of a church.
Yeah.
Damn. So Chomo. Yeah, Chomo, they need redneck chemo, which is jail and pooping. I did read it today. I had nothing else to do. You're exactly right, Dean.
Every time Pimp read the good book.
Yep. Every time I read a good book, I was in jail. Yeah, all right. So what do you got coming up over at BB Nation, J-Dub? What's going on?
Well, we have, tomorrow night's our premiere of the Hump Day Hangover for this year. So we got that going on. And then Friday, of course, Rockabilly Radio. So we'll be bringing those back this week. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's kind of the same look I have on my way to the studio after my day job. It's like I'm tired, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So, but no, I mean, other than that, it's, we're actually forming some good partnerships and everything else with some other organizations that are out here. We're working with our friends over at the American Swag Company, also known as formerly known as Oregonian. So we got a good partnership going on with those guys. So if you get a chance, head on over, check out the link on our website or at backwoodsvets.com. So, but other than that, man, I mean, just getting back in the swing of things over here at the station, starting off the new year. And we kicked everything off last night with the Smoke and Lamp. Lone Star was out. He's got some family stuff that he's taking care of this week, but he should be back with us here starting this coming week. So other than that, all is good, man. Ready for tis the season
Tis the season to get back at it.
The start of the season, I should say. So it's going to be a fun year. So
It is going to be fun here. Listen, I enjoy you guys on the Wednesdays and the Friday nights. The banter. If you haven't checked us out, check them out, man. You're going to laugh. Because some of the comments get so damn funny. People not even pay attention sometimes with the music. These guys are in there commenting about. And no topic is off limits. Okay.
No.
You talk about everything.
Yeah.
Good thing they don't regulate it. That's all I got to say.
No.
It'd be some people getting a Spreaker ban.
Right. Yeah. The best part about it is, you listen to Pops and Lone Star on Monday evenings. Those two get going at it pretty good. The real gold is, pre-production with those two. I swear to God, it's like we all just walk into the studio, and instead of waiting until 7:00 Pacific when the show's scheduled to start, I might as well just hit the go live button as soon as we walk in, because those two will sit down in the studio and instantly just start going at it with each other, bickering back and forth. Oh God, that joke was so dark. Oh boy, here goes Dean. Here goes Dean with that. But but the real off color ones, the real shenanigans, actually, that's more on the Wednesday night show. More or less what Richie's describing over there. That's when all hell really breaks loose. Fridays is, it's kicking off the weekend, but that's the more, we have different content than what we would on a Wednesday. Yeah. On a Wednesday night, conversation and topic can go any direction whatsoever. Yeah. At least on Friday nights, we do, we do our little safety brief where we'll talk a little bit about current events that are going on, on top of the music and everything else. So it's a little bit of everything. They're more like, best way to describe it is it's like if you were to take a morning radio show that you listen to on your way into work, but with a 2-drink minimum on the average, is the best way to describe them.
Right.
So,
right. And so guys, if you need and want to listen to them, get on Spreaker. Okay. You have to go on Spreaker. It's not live. Well, it's live, but not Facebook or anything like that. Go on Spreaker, fill out the information, get your account on there, whatever, and tune in, man. You good music, good fellowship, good friends on there. How you meet new people on there.
Links can be found on our Facebook page when we get ready to go live during the week, as well as on our website too. You can find links over there to all the different shows. And if you miss it, just fine. Go to our website, click on the link, and it'll take you straight to the most recent program that we have. We're on wherever you find your podcast. Everything from Odyssey, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, StreamYard. We're all over the place. So
you also can find it on W Entertainment. He places it on there. So if you guys want to go in there and find him, same way with after you don't listen to him, Monday nights we're going to return with the Hideout, W Hideout with Roy Anthony. He's going to be more of a chill, like relaxed conversation, music, maybe drink a little bit, talk about anything. Okay, Roy's going to be back. That's coming up in February. He's off right now on vacation, long extended vacation. He's making money. He's working what he's doing, but he calls it his vacation. Yeah, okay. And then the Roy Anthony Show will return Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Central Time. Tuesdays and Thursdays noon Central Time. He's going hard out in the paint, guys. He's going to talk about pedophiles and what they're doing in this country now, and political people who lie to you and keep their jobs and stuff like that. So he's got some hard hitting content he's writing right now and working on. So don't miss that. Catch us, me on Sunday, me and Devil Doc on Sundays on Sports Church on Sunday nights at 6 Eastern, or 6 Central. We're on there talking about baseball, NASCAR, football. Of course, football's getting ready to wrap up. NASCAR's not going yet. So Pops, God rest his, I love that guy. He's talking about college football, or excuse me, college basketball.
Yeah, I'm going to take that over when racing starts.
Yeah, and he's doing well. He don't understand the ranking system, but nobody does, because college is gone.
Yeah.
But I want to get this in real quick before I forget again. Your what is it for this week? It started last week. No one got a winner. Here we go, guys. You know how it works. You tell me what it is. If you tell me the right answer, I'll stop the show and tell you you're right. If it's not, I'm not going to say anything to you. We're just going to keep going. If this is what is it, you get 100 entries into the new mystery box that will be given away this year. It won't be given away at Warrior Fest because we're not going to have Warrior Fest in November. I'll try to set Warrior Fest up in June. So, but we will give this away on Veterans Day weekend. The mystery box will be given away to you. All right, here we go. There you go. What is it? For 100 entries into the mystery box. Dean certainly has won a few. My daughter has won a few. I think Denise Maddox might have won one also. So they can be done. But you guess what that is? And you'll win 100 entries into the mystery box. And let me see here. Oh, look at there. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner already. Ain't even cleared out yet.
That didn't
Right
take
there.
long.
Ding, 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 ding.
Good
And
job, Alyssa.
I have evidence for you. And for every one of these, I always have evidence. Here you go.
There you go.
Mountain Lion Paul.
Very nice. Good job, Alyssa.
There you
Well
go.
done.
Alyssa got it right out of the gate. She said, "Give me that 100, mother."
Right? Do it
Start-
now.
Starting a brand new piece of paper. Here it is. Brand new piece of paper. Dean Cerny had over 3,000 entries last year.
No
Yeah.
wonder you won it. The last two?
No. One.
No, he
and
won
then
it the
skipped
first one and this one.
No, he won the second one and then this one.
Yeah.
Denise Pridemore won the one before him. All right, let me get on here and make sure I spell her damn name right. Because I don't
What
want.
was the one, the high-tech one?
He's the first one. He's the first ever winner.
Was he the first one? Or okay,
Yep.
I thought he was the second one, but all right.
Didn't he win a thing of underwear in the box?
No.
he got the big green weenie.
Big green weenie. Some of the ladies that was at Warrior Fest added to the box afterwards. Officially, that never happened. But yeah.
Officially.
Some of the ladies took him over and got a big green weenie. Now, allegedly, he don't use one. But I mean, he is a Cowboys fan. So,
I mean, just saying. But you know, when he's getting the big green weenie, I mean, what do you expect? He is co-owner of this station, so we're not this one, but this one.
Yeah.
So he's used to getting it.
Or sometimes
Well, he's been getting it ever since Jerry Jones took over as owner of the Cowgirls.
Right?
Man, I can fill up a whole show about that idiot.
Yeah.
But that is.
Yeah. We ain't got to talk about Jerry Jones.
No, let's see
that guy.
Let's see what else I got here about to prove our point about being lied to.
Father is facing 180 days in jail for overpaying his child support and over visiting his 11-year-old son. His attorney and a community activist are now demanding answers.
It's my responsibility to take care of it. You know, I brought him in this world. I have to.
Clifford Hall says he's more than happy to pay child support for his 11-year-old son.
I'm his father. You know, it's my responsibility to take care of it.
But Hall says when the amount of child support was modified, no one told him.
And I discovered that for some reason his employer was withholding a large amount some weeks, a small amount some weeks, zero amount some weeks.
And I didn't want to go to jail, basically.
So Hall quickly paid almost $3,000 in back child support. When Hall and his ex-wife were in Judge Lisa Millard's court last November, he owed nothing.
Opposing counsel testified twice that he's all paid up.
But the attorney representing the child's mother wanted Hall to pay her $3,000 in attorney fees, and Judge Millard agreed. Court documents also reveal Hall wasn't following the court's scheduled times to pick up his son, another modification he says he knew nothing about.
The judge ended up sentencing him to 6 months in jail.
When she said, I remand you to the Harris County Jail for 180 days, my mouth just dropped. I can't be there for my son in jail. I can't pay child support in jail. You know, this is not in the best interest of the child.
Judge Millard also points out Hall's attorney could have filed a motion for reconsideration. She says that would have allowed her to hear both sides again and reevaluate the situation.
So after doing further research, Clifford Hall actually ended up getting released from jail after serving 14 days, thankfully to his strong legal team that he had hired to defend him. But here's what ended up happening overall. So not only did this innocent man spend 2 weeks of his life in jail, he lost his job. His employer even admitted that it was a clerical error on their part, and now he's $10,000 in debt, including having to also pay for his ex-wife's attorney fees, which she's the one that actually brought him to court in the first place. And as soon as he got out, he owed another $1,000 for child support. Where is the justice for these fathers?
Right there. I feel that one, dude.
Me too.
I really do, because as a father of 3, 2 of which I have not seen for quite a while because of issues with their mother and getting railroaded in court. So that one, bro, I hope he gets justice in the end. I really do, because yeah, he just got fucked hard. Pardon my language, but that's just straight up. Got to call it like it is. So yeah, dude. Yeah, God.
Child support is not racist. It don't care.
Nope.
Who you are.
Nope.
Okay. It's kind of gender bias, however, in my opinion. Okay. It favors a woman more than it does the man. That's the way I see it. Kind of a little bit of that situation happened to me back in 2014, I think it was.
Yeah.
My son just turned 21. Okay, got off child support. I paid the last payment. It made me even, and it was it. I didn't owe no arrears or nothing. The next March, this is in February. March came, they sent me a letter in the mail. Said I owed another month of child support. I called them. Said, no, my son turned 21. Okay, no problem. We'll get this took care of. You won't get another letter from us. April, another letter. May, another letter. June, they were threatening me to garnish my wages and all that stuff. I called him. I said, well, look, what's the deal here? My son, he's 21. I don't owe nothing. I was even when I paid up. They said, well, you got to understand, it's the people behind us. Their paperwork's not caught up. I said, bitch, turn around and tell the lady behind you, hey, this guy's even. Stop it. It went all the way to October. I had to go to court. The child support prosecuting attorney said, I don't know why we're here, Judge. The man doesn't owe a dime. We need to stop trying to collect child support from him. He's even. He doesn't know nothing. It took their own people, their own witch hunter, to go to court for me because she understood that there's nothing. I shouldn't be bothered. A multi-billion-dollar industry, guys, can change your life quick. I mean,
right?
Listen, I get tired of seeing these guys on the road. Nobody can find them. Just tell the child support people he owes child support. They'll find him in 10
They'll
minutes.
find him in a heartbeat. Shit.
Oh yeah,
his ass is found
in a hurry.
They should go work for the IRS.
Yeah, there were jokes out there that,
right?
Obama must have, not Obama, Saddam Hussein must owe child support. They found him in a hole in the yard. Hey, we got him. He's over here.
Yeah. To comment on what Richard Guyton said here just a couple minutes ago, or here, he said child support cannot be owed when he was in custody. About that, depending on your state.
Yes. Missouri, you're owed.
Most states, it's, I know, at least here in Oregon, yes, you will still owe if you are incarcerated for less than 180 days. So if you're in jail for 6 months or less, then yes, you will still owe. If, however, you're in jail longer than that, then yes, it'll go, then it'll be, the courts have to adjust it down to 0. I know in Texas, as another example, if you're in jail, yeah, it's automatically adjusted, but you have to be the one to file,
right?
For the adjustment to be sent down to 0 because you're serving time in the can. So that's why I said it all varies from state to state with that one. So
it does. Here in Missouri, when they get out of jail, they owe child support. The cops are waiting on them to take them right back in prison.
Because you weren't able to pay.
Yeah, you owe child support. I was in prison. It's not our problem. That's your problem.
Yep.
I mean, what the hell? And they don't give an inch on that. If they put more effort into sex trafficking than they do child support collecting, there'd be a lot less of that stuff going on.
Right.
Well, I don't think Florida would be a state anymore.
And then that guy, the guy we had on, the guy was on here. Poor guy ended up losing his job because of a clerical error.
Yeah.
Clerical error, my ass. Okay. Where's the justice at? And it ain't just men. I know a lot of women get caught up in that too. But this is red tape crap that you got to go through for the government who's supposed to be protecting you, got their best interest at heart. Yeah, right. You believe that? I got some land. I'll sell you cheap.
Yeah, exactly. I got oceanfront property in Arizona. I'll sell you.
I don't have stage 4 cancer and an afro bigger than Dominique Wilkins in 1978.
Yeah. So I feel for that guy. That happens a lot. I understand that happens a lot. So this is some of the things our government. So show of hands, how many of you really trust the government?
Shady baby mamas taking advantage of the system.
How many of you really trust the government? Show of hands when they say, "I'll take care of you. I got this." Show of hands.
I don't trust the government for shit.
Nothing. DTA. Don't trust anybody. And you can change your nipples however you want. You know. So that being said, all right, guys, we're down to our last 4 minutes of the show. Damn, what a good show. I like the views. They're doing great. Keep it up, guys. Hit the like button, the heart button. Pump this stuff up. Share out. Tell your friends about us. Okay, we're here every Tuesday night at 6 to 8. Big shout out to my real good buddy, man, the guy that saved our neck, kept us into the ball game years ago by providing us another mixer, and really did a lot for WO Radio Show. Thank you, J-Dub, sir, for everything you do for us. Help keep it going. You're like the big brother here for us. You got a beautiful network over there. You're doing an outstanding job. And hey, listen, people don't say enough, but I appreciate you. All my viewers, I appreciate you.
Well,
we
thank you, sir.
We love you to death. If you would, sir, have the honor, do the first closing thoughts of the day.
Just be good to yourselves, be good to each other. Being a good person does not cost a dime. So just, if you're having troubles with things just in life in general, whether emotionally, financially, mentally, physically, whichever, reach out, talk to somebody. Takes more guts to, reach out and get help than what it does to sit back and deal with your demons on your own. So remember, there's that 988. So be sure to use that number. You can call it, text it, whatever, reach out, talk to somebody. And, hey, we'd rather sit back and listen to your story for 3 hours and spend 30 minutes at your eulogy, sir.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Devil Doc, brother.
Just going through anything, be sure to reach out. I mean, even the strong ones that don't ever say anything, you got to check on them. And also, you're going through something, take a step back and readjust yourself. Go take a break outside, go laugh, go think, cry, give yourself some other emotions you're not able to get. Because if you can do that, it's going to be a good thing, because now you're thinking, your mind's working. And never, ever be afraid to ask for help.
No.
Ever.
No.
And remember that you're not alone and you do matter.
Yes. Yeah. Well, thank you for that, brother. You guys, you have value, unless you're a child molester. You have value. You are not worthless. Somebody out there love you. We can't read minds, so if you need help, contact somebody. You got our friends over at VRS, right here at the W Entertainment Network. Our friends over at BV Nation. We're not going to fix your problem. We're going to listen to you. Tell us about you tell us about your problem, okay? And we'll take care of it for you. Next week, we got a Veterans Community Project coming back on. Vincent Morales. He's coming back on here talking about. He's going to be live in studio. Going to talk about the little homes you see for veterans around the area, all over every state. Going to talk about the upcoming things, what they got going on. And a week after that, Tracy Hopkins is coming back. She's a lady who's on After Warrior Fest. She's going to talk about what the families go through after the suicide. We got the first part of it. We try to make them laugh. We try to keep them alive. But sadly, if they go, because 22 of our brothers and sisters we lose them every day. She's going to talk about the benefits, how after the benefits of having family and friends and stuff. She's going to be on it. She's a beautiful lady. What she's doing is so important. Okay. That being said, guys, like I said, you're loved. We love you guys. Don't be static. Don't be 22 a day. 988 if you need help. They can't, contact someone here. We love you guys. Just want to say, don't a dog ahoy. Means until we meet again. I'm Richie Redneck Pimp, Bad Man of Comedy. My brother, J-Dub, my other brother, Devil Doc, and for the commander who have to leave early. God bless y'all. We'll see you next Tuesday. Catch BV Nation and VRS, all the shows everywhere. Everybody loves you. Take care of yourself. Good night.